Alright, hear me out. Hear me out. I have a theory about Lean On Me. Hear me out about it.
Go for it, bro.
Alright, so the name of the school, the school's name is the Ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
And we are in the year 2021. When the movie opens up, it says this took place about 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been in 2020, or it would have been in 2001.
Why would you say that?
Because we're watching it in 2021.
Oh, what you're saying is they didn't. So
actually,
whenever you watched it, no.
So what I think is now when you watch it, you're actually watching a bunch of ghosts because they all still look like they're from the 80s. The school still looks like a relic from the past. Oh. So it's almost like a Sixth Sense situation where everybody in that school is dead.
Now that's okay. You know what? I'm not even listen.
I should have warned. I was going dark with this.
No, and I'm cool with it. But the thing about it is that like I thought mine was cool, and now yours really means something. And now all of a sudden,
I just thought it was funny when the movie opens up and it's like 20 years ago. I'm like, you don't know when the I'm watching this. How do you know how many years ago? 20 years ago when it wasn't even 20 years ago
when it came out. That's what I'm saying. So like,
what the?
If you think you're going dark, I'm gonna go darker. Even when the movie first comes on, first off, let's just start out with it says. It says there's a cauldron of violence. That if that wasn't as poetic as to let you know what was gonna go on there, but I say that because violence can be physical, it can be verbal, it can be mental, it can be ever so slight touches of kids when he walks at the beginning of the movie as he's Joe.
I thought mine was dark.
Okay, wait, as he's walking by giving. Now, what I'm saying, what I'll say is this: I think I do know what time it is when they say 20 years ago because that shit would not fly nowadays. How he's perusing around, touching these, and I'm not saying like he's groping them, but it's
even the way he manhandles Sam's up the
right,
smacking him on the
that's
chin.
normal. That's normal. That was fine. I was just talking about the girls, but I will say this: is there are subtle little things going on in this film. First off, we meet Kanisha, as she's older, she's in there, she's at school, she just so happened to be at this fucked up school, and then as soon as she sees a man, as we later learn to be Joe Clark, he walks past her, it's like, oh, this don't say nothing, just walk past her, and then she's like, Mr. Clark, he was like, we can't see him, he's like, I told you not to say that. Who's hearing me out is this?
I'm hearing you.
I'm not done. And so he looks at her and he's like, didn't I tell you nothing? But he has to play it off. He was like, he was like, oh, how your mama been? Now I'm not gonna go that dark, but I'm just gonna say, hey, mama had to get a life. You saw you said, hey. Keep calm, boy. And so later on in the movie, of course the girl, he was like, now you come see me if you need anything. And I do mean anything. So later on, it almost reminds me of that Uncle Rico. Nah, you girls need anything. Anything. Now it's not so far stretched, is it, David?
It is.
Whatever. Anyway, so later on, you see her come out of a door, and I guarantee you didn't catch this because I've seen this movie a billion times, and I watched it twice today. And that's what I'm saying. So I was on my second rewatch when you came over. She's sitting outside of the door, and I'm like, oh, this is when she's pregnant. I'm like, oh no, it's too early for her to be pregnant. But even though she was, but she's sitting. He's getting ready to go into a door. The door says, you don't want to miss this period or you're going to have to see more than your principal. You saw that?
Oh, yeah.
That's like one of the worst signs ever. But it took me back.
Sign on door, miss the wrong period, and it won't be the principal you're making an appointment to see. Yeah.
Bro, it just brought me back to that nostalgia moment, how stupid we thought those signs were when we were in school. Like, dude, like, who believes this shit? Like, no, I don't like it. So fast forward anyway, the girl gets pregnant. And so Mr. Clark is like, he says, let me talk to her alone. He sits right next to her, gives her that. And he put the arm on, he's sitting next to her, he was like, kind of like, well, now, you know there are options. Like, okay, all right, so it's not so far-fetched.
That is something the baby daddy would say.
and then she was like, I'm keeping it. He was like, all right, it's Regis, right? And he was trying everything. And then I believe he called an assault on himself. He was like, I got to get out of this shit, man. Call the fire chief. Hey, Mr. Clark, oh shit, I got to go. Oh, I'm in jail. I'm going. Mr. Byers, take care of everything. So fast forward, he won. Why do you think he was smiling at the end? It wasn't because those kids came down there, because when one kid came down there, and it was Reggie. And when she said, you don't take care of your responsibility, who you think she got that speech from? Who she got that fire from? That pizzazz. Hey, Mr. Clark, salute. Now hear me out.
he must have had to jump through so many.
Come on, we just love Black History Month. Slow it down, Tiger.
To land, to land on to.
I didn't land on that.
Stretch.
I didn't land on Plymouth Cock. Plymouth Cock land on her.
I just think you have a problem with authority.
And you don't?
Yeah, well, I respect somebody like Joe Clark, who says what he means and means what he says.
Look at me.
That's dirty.
Oh yeah, hey guys, that was our best Hear Me Out ever. He got dirty and I got filthy.
Why don't you subscribe? It'll last longer.